What's going on, guys? Welcome to episode 5 of Summer Shredding 2022, the return. Today, I have a whole vlog for y'all, but I want to actually cover a sponsorship topic, how to get sponsored, how to guarantee a sponsorship. I feel over the last decade of being on YouTube, I've kind of been through a lot of phases. I've been an athlete, I still am an athlete, I still, do promo deals. I'm also the owner of Alphalete, and we have a whole ass marketing team, and we scout and we look I have everything written down here, okay? And I've trimmed all of this down to my top 5 categories. So I'm gonna go ahead and start with that. So with no further ado, where the hell are the 5 tips? Oh, it would help if I did it at the front of the notebook, not the back upside down, but here we go. Morning, guys. Today is Tuesday, April 5th, 7:37 a.m. This is how we are currently looking. This, I can't read that. Today's the first check-in I'm about to do. I'm gonna film it on my iPhone like I normally do. My weight, I'll get my weight and put it in my note, but today's the first day I'm filming my physique and I feel drastically different. It's happening now, for sure. There we are. And there's a little bit of line starting to come in. One day soon, they're gonna go all the way down like that. Cannot wait. Back. Not swallow. Anyway, I'm gonna do my check-in real quick. I'm also gonna, I've been kind of unintentionally cleaning this up here, leaving this. Now I kind of have a goatee. A goatee. A goatee. 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 Oh, I think a goatee is this thing. No, I don't know. Anyway, let's get my way in. 196.8. I went from not breaking 200 for the longest time to literally 2 really dramatic good weigh-ins back to back. So this started at 208 from March 9th all the way down to I was still in the 200s March 27, all the way 31st, April 1st, 3rd, and then finally 2 good days in a row. There. So that's where we're at. Current macros are as follows. I'm doing my low day right now. 235 protein, 280 carb, 50 fat. Okay, so that's today, tomorrow, and Thursday. Tip number 1. Your credibility is everything. If you're starting out from ground zero and all you need to do, you don't go look for a sponsorship, you don't go look for brands to work with, you don't try to negotiate any sort of money. All you need to do is remember that your personal brand, your brand is number 1, no matter what, at any moment, no matter how small, how big, how many people you're reaching, it doesn't matter. Your brand, AKA your integrity, your everything that you do needs to be organic at all times. And I cannot stress that enough. If you are in this influencing thing for the wrong reasons, it's gonna shine through immediately. You have to provide value, right? You have to provide some sort of entertainment. Maybe you're funny as hell. Maybe you're interesting to watch. Maybe you and your friends going down makes for cool footage and people can relate to it. It doesn't have to be anything complex. You don't have to be a guru. You don't have to have a crazy body. You don't have to you don't have to have any of these things necessarily. It's just you have to have something that connects with other people. And there's so many damn people in this world that you will connect with. You will find people to connect with, right? And you will develop and like slowly start like developing yourself. And I think that consistency obviously is like, this is kind of the basic information that I'm covering, but consistency is absolutely everything. I had a question like, how do you, it's impossible to get started now because the market is so saturated. Bullshit. Market is saturated. The market has always been saturated. You can always say that for anything. And I think that the sooner you just like get going with it, the better. Consistency, value, what can someone who's like looking, or what can they take away? And remember that getting sponsored should never become like your identity. A brand does not make you. You make yourself, and you like, then you can provide value to the brands. Like, and it should always be an accent. Any sponsorship should be like a little accent into your big picture of what you are doing with your mission, with like your content, with who you are and what you want to do. And if you are just like looking for, a brand to build you up, or like whatever, like that's not how it works. And yeah, that's tip number 1. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another commentary. It's been a bit since we've done one of these, but it feels so good to be back, man. And today I'm going to take you through my training. I'm going to go over my split more over the next few videos and kind of outline exactly what it is. But essentially today is my arm and shoulder day of my month 2 training cycle. And yeah, I was meant to do a Smith machine seated Smith machine press for shoulders, but instead I did the machine because the Smith was taken. And then I moved on to the second movement here, which was a front raise, single arm front raise with the cable. Now here, you notice how I want to keep the cable like in a straight line as much as possible, and I want to focus on really just like keeping my knuckles forward as I'm pulling up, and almost just keeping like, the way you grip is so important when you're doing any sort of like cable lateral raise. I feel like the way you grip is extremely important. So just notice how I'm gripping here and kind of play around with it yourself. But you want to just optimize and pick a weight that you're really just like truly feeling. Those delts should be on fire. Like there's that tip. And also you notice like when I'm going back, I'm not letting the range of motion, I'm not fully resetting to where like I'm just chilling at the end of the movement. I'm going like 5 to 10% away from the chilling point, so I keep more tension on my shoulder. If that, it's really hard to explain this if I'm not like talking to the camera and showing you. But third movement was a seated dumbbell military press superset. Okay, kicking my ass. You can see I'm sweating like a motherfucker. Superset with dumbbell shrugs here. The biggest thing when you're doing the dumbbell shrug is you don't want to like push. You don't want to push your neck forward and try to like shrug up. You literally just want to think about raising your traps up and back at the same time. So literally like if you sit in your chair, you're going up and back. It's like one fluid motion. It's not up then back. It's just one fluid motion up to back at the same time. Ooh, yeah, just like that. So then we had a standing cable lateral, or sorry, it's hard to keep up with the speed, man, but I don't want to keep the videos too long. Lateral machine raise, and then we did this arm superset, which was 20 reps and 20 reps. This thing was fucking killer, man. 20 reps of a tricep push down. You can see I am just trying to literally squeeze every single rep at the bottom, and if I need to use a little bit of momentum to kind of push those last few reps out, because we're in a higher rep range here with like 20 being the goal, I think when you're at that sort of range, I want to be using a little bit of, a little bit of help, a little bit of cheat to really hit that 20, to be sure that they're actually challenging enough for like that rep range. It's really easy to say 20 reps and you do 20 reps and you're not even like stimulated and you're not even like fatigued yet. Like, so by 16, 17, you should be like about like almost breaking your form if it's a movement as small as a bicep curl or tricep push down, and like using more force or like maybe some force reps to really like push and get that volume in. So yeah, and that like stimulation. So there was that, and you superset it with a cable curl. So cable push down, superset, cable curl, 20-20. Okay, then we did an easy bar skull crusher superset with a hammer curl, and that was the workout. So I'm gonna be back here with another workout. I know this one is really quick, but again, thank you guys for staying tuned. If you're enjoying this so far, be sure to like the video, leave a comment, and you'll see the giveaway here in a sec.
Here.
What's up?
You guys probably know who he is. I got a question for you, bro. What's with the speed bumps? Yo, they're so big, bro.
Bro, when I went over them, yeah, I think they're
Bro, they're low-key massive.
I'll tell you what, give me 2 months and I'll have them swapped out for a little.
There we go. Yeah, there we go.
Hey, you heard it here first, bro. What up? When two worlds collide.
Yeah, no, that camera's insane.
Look how little I look next to you, bro. What the fuck? He's a tall dude, bro.
Hey, if you make this your thumbnail, look, young LA, right?
Hey, bro. Hey, congrats. Looks sick. I think that any true, like, quality brand association, brand partnership needs to be something organic, needs to be something that accents your day. If you're a fitness person and you're in the gym every day and you like gym outfits, it would make sense to like try to find the best gym apparel that you truly like kind of stand behind naturally, purchasing the products, purchasing different products, and really seeing like what you like, what you don't like. You're gonna know what you're drawn to like visually, but being sure you're actually like testing, you know, how is the service, how is getting in the package when you actually receive the item, how is the quality. Now, if you're, let's say, you know, a car YouTuber, that may not make sense. That may not line up as well, right? So you have to kind of find, and you have to look for what could naturally fit into my day that's not going to damage the credibility I have with my following. Because if you're diverging, guys, if you're like kind of in this zone and all of a sudden if I were doing like a cigarette ad, if I were doing some sort of like random like restaurant promo that's really not associated with anything that we kind of do here on this channel, it wouldn't make sense. And if you do too many things that don't make sense to your viewer, you lose credibility. You start losing that personal brand and personal connection and personal trust that you are really developing that you should be developing. I hope that makes sense. And let me see what else I have here. I'm also going to say that you do not need a massive following to get a sponsorship. There's no like X criteria. There's no minimum amount of TikTok or Instagram or YouTube subscribers or anything like that. I will say, like, if you're wanting sponsorship, you have to think from your perspective, what value do I provide to this brand? What can I bring to this brand? If you're just trying to be like a pretty face, or, you know, if you're just trying to like find a brand to help build you up and like associate and like collab with like the other athletes and stuff, if that's all you want out of it, like, you need to think brands are looking for people that are doing their own damn thing, right? That's what's attractive, because that is, yeah, I mean, that's what I think at least. And that's what I look for, because you like those people that are consistently like they're pushing and just like they're really focusing on themselves. When you naturally like kind of accent that with the sponsorship, that's where the magic happens. You can't be about a sponsorship. You can't be about any sort of like external thing but your own mission, right? So I hope that helps. Okay, so I'm gonna show y'all a little pickup I got. Last night I was Googling, it was like 3 in the morning, I was like, best workout headphones 2022. Because honestly, the AirPods for me just like don't stick in my damn ears. I guess I have weird ears, don't know. And I lose them all the time. I don't think that's gonna help me on this one, but these came out recently, and I used to like the Beats that kind of like they followed your ear and you could kind of like put them in there, but they would kind of cause me ear pain sometimes. So that's why I stopped using them. And these came out, which are the Beats Fit Pro. Got a pair for Heidi, and I also got a pair for myself to test out today. Now, these remind me of some old pair I used to have. They look a lot kind of like the same boxing, sort of the same magnetic, like, you know, concept as the AirPods here, but the shape of these, it's almost like the saying is like, put it in and twist, or something like that. So you just put it in and you twist it to where it's comfortable, and then like this little piece is kind of like locking in there. And like, it seems like I like it. It feels good. So I'm gonna go ahead and test these out today for my back workout. Hopefully not lose this, but yeah, I'm gonna test it out. I'm gonna let you guys know what I think. I'll rate them after. And I figure if wow, that was noise canceling. Hello. If I like them, I'm gonna give a pair away to you guys. So all you have to do to win, comment down below your favorite part of the video, like the video, subscribe, and new thing I need you guys to do. I know, I'm sorry. Leave your Instagram handle at the very bottom. After your comment, Instagram handle at your name, okay? So I can find you, because it's really hard to find and connect with like the winners on YouTube. Oh, and outfit check. Look how sick this is. Okay, we have the, don't know the color name, Essential Beanie, right? It's all recycled fabric, so it's kind of like breathable. Love these. And then we have the Blackout Infinity Tech Pants. These have the A logo here on the side. You've got the Infinity branding right there. We've got Nike socks. I didn't have my Alphalete ones, and I had these Nike Free Runs. These are my favorite like lightweight shoes in this burgundy color. So that's the outfit.
Hi. He's like,
Say out of the vlog.
hi,
Sorry,
vlog.
Maggie's still here.
Yes, yes I am. I have made it. I'm surviving.
Tip number 3, getting noticed. Now, I'm kind of about getting noticed. There's a few, you don't want to just focus, like I could just tell you guys to, you know, go buy the clothes, be sure that you're, or whatever product that you want to kind of work with, right? And, you know, use the product, tag the product, post, you know, stories, and you can even like tag the owner, which isn't a bad idea at all. And honestly, like I recommend doing that to a lot of people. But if you're not already doing tips 1 and 2, if you're not already focusing like fully on building your own brand, by, you know, doing that with the products and you know, doing these shoots and stuff like that, it's amazing, but it's only going to get you so far. If you want to really increase your chance of getting truly noticed, right? Like I may notice, you know, somebody like getting tagged like 3 times a week on my personal and Alphalete, because I check every single tag thing myself. I go every single day and I look at everything, because that's how, like, you will get noticed. I will see it, right? That's how brands will see you. And quick tip, if you want to add more than just like the brand or whatever, if you add on Instagram on the story and then you drag down, you just like drag the thing all the way down, it doesn't look like you're blasting and tagging a bunch of people or anything like that, but it does tag them. So pro tip. But yeah, essentially buying product, you know, being sure you're being seen in the product and like actually liking the product is huge. Being consistent with tagging and posting, providing the brand, you know, photos that they can actually use on their social, that's huge, guys. Like that's how, back in the day, that's how I got started with Gymshark. I purchased a ton of, you know, stringers, or like 3 stringers, and I was posting photos, taking photos, tagging them, and that's how it all happened. That's how everything sort of began for me in like that sponsorship sort of industry. And yeah, it's as simple as that. But again, it's only gonna get you so far if you're not already doing number 1 and 2.
How's it going?
You wanna show them what we got going? I can't step on it, huh? I won't step on it.
You can step on it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
We're finally putting the turf, the outdoor turf for the 3 ramps here. This took a long time to get in, probably like
Almost 3 months.
3-4 months, yeah, long time to come in. Everything's back ordered still, but we have it now. We're going with black. Man, it's gonna be hot during the summer when you touch that, huh? Do the bear crawl. Oh! But yeah, so we're gonna finish putting these, and then we're actually getting the artwork, the Learn More, Dream More, Be More done, and we're gonna paint that white. Learn More, Dream More, Be More. Gotta kind of decide how we want to space it. You know, I think we should just align it all. I don't know. We'll figure that out. But we're about to go hit a workout. These are almost, so these will be, by the time this video is up, this should be like functioning. It won't have the paint on it yet, but it'll be functioning. So if you, I'll say this, if you go up, guys, come down the easier one. Okay, don't go down the intense ones. You go up these, come down on the easy one. We're gonna build like a mini one that's like longer, less aggressive, somewhere else on the property, like within the year, I'd say. So, had a rest day yesterday, feeling good. Got worked on this morning, feeling even better. It's gonna be a good workout.
Any day of the week now, buddy.
Do it slowly, yo.
I will say Anthony's strong as shit. He keeps up with all the weights I can do. Pretty much everything. What's the most you ever squatted? Back in the days?
6 1/4.
6 1/4. That ain't bad. And then you blew your something out?
Yeah, popped the vessel.
Popped a vessel? That's respect, because that means you're training hard. I've never popped anything. So.
Popped anything.
How have you been, Kels? You been good? Update. Let's go in the shade.
I tried not to laugh because Anthony just said it's thicker than I thought.
No, I absolutely heard that.
What's
up?
Hi, Christian.
What's up?
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Hey, Christian, Andy, nice to meet you, man.
How about your office?
How you been, Kelsey? Been good?
Yeah.
Yep. How's work been? How's the work life?
Fun. Per normal.
Consistent, yeah.
Consistent.
Consistent. All right, second workout of the video, we have a back and bicep day. So currently the split is 4 days on, 1 day off, and then 4 days on, 1 day off, repeat. Back and biceps is the main focus of like my training right now. If I were to pick one thing I'm really trying to focus on and give a little bit more attention to and like keep the volume and frequency a little bit higher than other muscle groups would be the back. Going on to stage, like in prevents physique, you really can't have a wide enough or a big enough back. And though I've developed a lot in my back, I still want to keep that the priority over one of my slightly stronger points like my chest or maybe a little bit of shoulder, right? So that is that. Now we started with the high row machine. We just did 4 working sets, 15, 12, 10, 8 reps. And then we moved on to a superset, which was the cable pullover superset with body weight pull-ups. So that motherfucker was hard, guys. Like literally I was so smoked because I was pushing myself on the pullover that I was only able to get like 4 to 5 reps without a body weight pull-up. And so what I did is I actually did some force reps on the pull-up where I would jump up and just lower myself as slow as possible. I honestly, looking back, I probably just should have done the assisted weight on the pull-up to try to hit the rep range of like a little bit higher rep range than 4 to 5. Like I should have been hitting 8 to 10. So yeah, learning lesson for next time. Then I did a close grip lat pull down, 2 sets of 15 and then 2 sets of 8. Then moved on to an underhand barbell row. Here, trying to get my torso like as parallel, pretty much parallel to the floor, but not exactly, because it's just a little too awkward when you're doing a underhand to go as parallel like as you would if you were doing an overhand, in my opinion. But underhand was definitely a good switch up, so we did that. Followed by a reverse grip easy bar curl. We did 1 set of 20, 1 set of 20, 3 sets of 8 to 10, and then moved on to the final movement, which was just an incline dumbbell curl here, and that was the workout. So hopefully you guys enjoy these little voiceovers and enjoy the rest of the video. Inappropriate.
I'm an angel.
So this season we have a new crew here. We have Mariah here, aka Design. We have Chelsea, aka Photo Coordinating, right? And we have Kelsey.
I'm the favorite.
Ex-crowd favorite.
I don't know.
Ex-crowd favorite. There's a new crowd favorite every year. Okay, Kelsey, your red flags.
Working with too many brands. One, like if you have a lot of, obviously your followers, like they're gonna be like shopping and everything like that, but they can't go buy like Alphalete one week and then another brand and another brand and another brand. So like sometimes if you're working with like too many brands, it looks like you're not authentic. It looks like you'll promote anything. And then how are we going to like be able to trust you that your followers like believe what you're saying? So that's just kind of like why we're not a big fan of that. And then like low engagement, it does matter because if you're not posting authentic stuff, if you're not engaging with your audience, if people don't like you, they're not gonna like your photos, they're not gonna watch your videos, you're not gonna sell because you're not gonna convert. So engagement does like matter a lot. We have people that have like low following counts, but their engagement is like super high, and it's literally just because they post like honest review hauls and they post their workouts
consistently every single time. People can rely on them.
Yeah, and they do it, and like I've noticed a lot of our girls do like a lot of Q&As on their stories, whether it's about themselves or working out. Like those people have high engagement and they sell really well for us. So just like actually interacting with your audience, and then
I'm gonna add that Q&A thing is fucking huge. Like that's huge.
Yeah, I've noticed.
Not just about sponsorship, like people want to know about you.
Yes.
They want to know who you like. Who are you outside of like the workout?
Yes, and like for some reason like showing your personality matters. Like there's a couple of our girls that do the do stuff like tell me like a secret or like tell me something weird. Like yeah, I don't know why, but like those girls like they sell really well too. But it's like it's funny. Like I love watching those. That's probably the only stories I watch. Like sometimes like those are just funny.
Yeah.
And then consistency with posting and everything like that. We have like Like we've
And not posting, not just with the brand or sponsorship, but with
In
yourself
general.
as well. Yeah, like 100%.
Yeah, just because like we've had people where like they're very attractive or like we're gonna want to use them for modeling and stuff like that, and we're like, this girl's gonna sell, like that she's gonna do awesome, but it doesn't work if you're gonna post every other week on Instagram and you're not really posting any stories, or if your stories is literally like just your coffee. Like the people who sell well like are the ones that are like talking and posting and working out and like engaging with people. So like consistency, like, but on all platforms, like you shouldn't post a YouTube video every 3 months because you did a haul. Like it should be like at least once a week, twice a week. Like you should dive into social media if you're gonna do it.
And as simple as it sounds, like being truthful and as honest as possible. If you don't like something, you don't have to take it. Don't use it. Don't like say you don't love it. Like that's okay. And I think that when you are just honest as fuck, a lot like that will build a better. Even like if maybe the brand may not be, oh damn, the person didn't like that thing, but they should want your honest opinion and true like feelings and thoughts over like a fake promotion. And ultimately, like your following that you're building will keep their trust in you, that you're not just like BSing them. Because if you're following the person, like listening to you purchases something and they're kind of like taking your advice and that ends up kind of like falling through, it's shitty, or maybe like whatever that may be, if their experience isn't great, guess what, like that doesn't just kind of fall off on the brand, that falls off on you who like stood behind it. So you have to be very selective with what you're what you're standing behind means so much, and it's important to not overload it.
Yeah,
you don't overload it with whatever, you don't blast like just nonstop, because all it does, like the more you take on, like this is the best way to ruin like a person's potential, I feel, is just to keep like every time you're like, it's a force post or like whatever, they holding a fucking protein tub, you're like just like it's
you're like, I love this protein, and there's like 12
minus a
protein.
point, minus a point, minus a point, and then all of a sudden you don't have great engagement anymore. You kind of lose that like that value. And
I think that's probably why it's like if you're like if we release a product and like we know it's not perfect or something, and then you posted a video and you're like, oh my god, this is the best bra I've ever had in my entire life. It's like, no, it's not. We know it's not. Stop lying. Like then we know you're a liar.
That's never happened though.
No, but it's just like I've done that too, where like somebody's like, oh my gosh, I love these leggings, and like I bought the leggings, and I'm like, these are the worst things I've ever worn in my entire life.
Yeah, then you're not gonna listen to that person.
Like, why did you say that? And it's like because somebody paid you to say it. Don't say something just because someone's paying you. Like you're allowed to be honest. Like that's one of our biggest things. Like we like to go watch the YouTube hauls and see what's wrong with our stuff and make changes.
Yeah.
Or like take people's like opinions into account. So like it's not cool if you're gonna lie.
Yeah, 100%.
Hey guys, what's up?
We interrupt this vlog to bring you
The ordeals of Nabil.
I haven't wanted to film the last like 2 days, or since yesterday this happened, or anything, but go ahead.
Or you guys don't know. Well, I didn't think much of it, but I had some problems breathing, shortness of breath and stuff, and chest pain. And I told Christian, he was like, yeah, it's not good. So I was like, oh, I'll pass.
Let's go. Then we'll go to the doctor pretty much.
Christian was like, oh, maybe you should lie down. So I was like, okay. So I went, and when I went to lie down, the pain significantly increased. And so I got back up, and I was like, hey, maybe I should go. So got checked out, ran a couple of tests, and turned out I had to be admitted for a situation in my chest. There's a lot of air around my heart, my lungs, and a lot is still unclear. So yeah, just.
But you're feeling.
I'm feeling way better than
like
before.
normal today. Right?
Yeah.
So just waiting to literally get released and get this.
I'm just waiting to get out of here now.
Yeah, just prescribing drugs and shit.
Yeah. I haven't been eating anything though, so it's like.
We're sneaking them in food.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to be eating it.
I'm supposed to eat when I'm getting food.
No beef and rice.
Yeah.
Yeah, my bad, man.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah, just came to stop by, and he's bored as shit. So borrow his laptop, and then I'm about to head back home, guys, and finish off this vlog. I just want to update, so you don't see someone on Instagram. You're like, Christian, what's going on? You know, it's like Nabil's here. We good?
Yeah.
Feeling good. Gonna get results back. We'll fill him in. You'll fill him in. If you want to, with whatever info he wants to. It's his fucking life. Okay. And we'll see y'all in the next clip.
Yeah.
Actually, see the next video. Let's just fucking end here.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you guys for watching. We appreciate y'all. Much love. See you next one.